Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually do. Normally I'm like, this is what's going on that day, and this is what I'm gonna do. I am actually going to do a tutorial this time. You might be thinking, what tutorial are you gonna do? Like, what good information could you possibly provide? Instead, I say, hair. But I get stopped in public all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I feel like a celebrity with my hair. But I get stopped in public, mostly by girls, being like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. How do you do it? For those people that are kind of struggling with their curly hair, I did. I'm gonna try and find some pictures and I'm gonna put them right there. This is what my hair used to look like. It was not curly. Freshman year, I had waves. No curl. If the curl was, it just looked super frizzy and damaged. Like, it just didn't look good. And I was so frustrated. I put it up in a ponytail all the time. Like, freshman year was not a good year, self-esteem wise. I've started to embrace it a lot more. I don't think I've straightened my hair in probably 3 months. Like, it's been a while since I've straightened my hair or curled it. And, you know, I just really want it super long and luscious and stuff. And I want people to have that love in their hair. Like, I want people to find that love the same way I did. So, we're gonna do a tutorial. Okay. So, for shampoo and conditioner, I use the Maui. I use the coconut. I try to use as much coconut scented stuff as possible. I think that, well, there's a reason that it's good. This has coconut and aloe vera kind of in the product. So it's super nourishing. I find that this is probably the most, it makes my hair really soft. Make sure whenever you're shampooing, you really scrub it into your scalp, especially if you have thicker hair. With thicker hair, I feel like it's easier for buildup to get there. I know I kind of struggle with buildup. It's really gross whenever it's dry and I'm itching my head and I feel a giant clump of dead skin cells. So make sure to scrub whenever you have shampoo. I have a little scalp scrubber that I use, and I just really get in there. It feels really good. Yeah, shampoo. I take the conditioner, I condition my hair. I make sure not to get my roots because it weighs it down a lot more if you add too much stuff to your roots. Okay, now that we have the movie playing, it's time to get into the nitty gritty.
It took me 20 years to find you.
Alright, time to get started into the routine. Yep, say hi to the fans, okay? Now, we're gonna start with making sure our hair is soaking wet. I'm very strict about this. I like getting my edges done. Okay, you brush it through. You don't want any tangles because you're gonna comb things through your hair and you don't want to run into any tangles. This is leave-in conditioner. This is what you're gonna start with. You want to comb it through your hair. Okay, no scrunching. All right, you want to do the under layer. Yup. And she's smiling at Spider-Man. Yep, 4K. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Cantu, their curl smoothie. This is what I use, okay? Kind of looks like baby rash cream. Okay, I felt my insides churn during that. Okay, we're gonna go into the coconut curls. Okay, we are going to spray that in our hand. We want to get a nice, decent amount, and we're just gonna hover over our hair with that. Okay, you want to make sure to get the under layers. All right, and then comb it through, and then stab somebody. All right, actually, don't do that. Okay. We're gonna section our hair 1/2. Just so I can focus on my underlayer, because that's what I struggle with. Most of the time my underlayers get straight really fast, or they don't really curl, and that annoys me, so.
I love you.
That's copy.
Okay, that was also weird. So yeah, the underlayer kind of gives me difficulty, so I have to go in and curl manually. Recently I've just been twisting my brush. Alright, then you put in your gel when you curl. Alright? Kind of looks a little bit gross, alright? And then you scrunch that in. That's when you scrunch, okay? You're scrunching when you want to try and form your final curl. Okay? Alright, let's see. What's next? Oh yeah, you take your t-shirt. This whole time you want to have a cotton t-shirt. And get all the excess water out of it. Okay? Alright, now we're moving on to the top section of the hair. You brush that all the way over your face, okay? Flirt a little. It's okay to flirt. And then I try and brush kind of the thing that's like the lower layer of that. I try and brush that out so it gets its own separate volume. Then I scrunch. Okay? Scrunch with the towel. And now we're gonna diffuse. This is the longest part of the curly hair routine. Okay, she had to. Alright. So we're gonna diffuse. Starting with the roots, we want to try and isolate the roots. That gives you most volume. But I get a little bit I get a little bit impatient sometimes. Okay? So here we are. We're scrunching. Okay, while we're diffusing, just to kind of keep that shape. And then we're gonna keep on scrunching. There we go. Yeah, roots. I'm trying to isolate the roots a little bit more, and I didn't get them because again I got impatient, and I'm trying to get them now. Okay, now this is the part that's a little bit scary because I feel like my curls are really delicate, but you want to separate your curls, and you're left with these. Look at that. That's shiny. That's healthy. Oh my gosh! Wow, so impressive. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the whole routine.
I'm pretty sure I broke her.
Takes about 40-45 minutes.
Flash forward,
not including the shower.
Doing ab crunches.
And this is what I'm left with fresh out of the dew.
Me too.
What are you doing over there?
Okay,
3, 2, 1.
so now it's in, and I sleep in this